Okay, I'm going to be going over the answers to the test review. So this is optional to watch, but recommended, especially if you struggled with a problem or weren't sure about one. And you can use this to check your answers. So for number 1 and 2, we want to write an equation in slope-intercept form. So we need to figure out what is our m and what's our b. The b is the easiest thing to find. Where is it hitting the y-axis? That is at 2, so my b is 2. My slope, just pick 2 points on your line. So I'm going to pick this point and this point. Figure out how many did you go up, how many did you go over. So we went up 1, 2, 3. We went over 1. So 3 over 1 is 3. So when we go to write our equation, again it's mx plus b, we get 3x plus 2. So we just put our numbers in. Number 2, figure out what's our m and our b. So here my b is where does it hit the y-axis, right here, so that's 4. And then pick another point, so I'm going to pick this point. So if we start here, I went down 2, so that's negative 2. I went right 1, so that's a positive 1. Negative 2 over 1 is negative 2. So our equation is y equals negative 2x plus 4. So a way to check your sign on your slope, if it's going up like number 1, so as you go from left to right, it increases, that's a positive slope. For number 2, as you go left to right, it's going down, so that's a negative slope. So just a way to kind of check your slope. Okay, moving on. Okay, 3 and 4, we're going to graph these. So always begin with your b, so begin with your y-intercept. So here my slope is 2, which can be 2 over 1. My y-intercept is 3, so I'm going to start at 3, make a dot. Then from this dot, we're going to go up 2 over 1. So up 2 over 1. And we go right 1 because it was a positive 1. Make your line and connect. Okay. Number 4, our slope is 1/3. Our y-intercept is negative 2, so begin at negative 2. And then from this point, we're going to go up 1 over 3. So connect your points and then make your little arrows on the end. Numbers 5 through 7, we want to write an equation in slope-intercept form with the given slope and passing through this point. So since we want it in slope-intercept form, we can go ahead and start off in this form. Some people like to start off in point-slope form, and that's okay. So here my y was 5, my slope is 3, my x is 2, don't know b. So 5 equals 6 plus b. Subtract 6 from both sides to get b equals negative 1. So your equation should be y equals 3x minus 1. So I just plugged in my slope and my y-intercept. Number 6, we're going to plug in I'm still using my y equals mx plus b, so plug in your negative 1 for your y, 1/2 for your slope, negative 3 for your x, don't know b. Negative 1 equals 1/2 times negative 3 is negative 3 over 2. You can add 3/2 to both sides. Some people want to multiply by 2 here to get rid of the fraction. That's fine. Just make sure you multiply the b by 2 as well. And then if you don't know what negative 1 plus 3/2 is, do it off to the side. So negative 1 is negative 1 over 1 plus 3 over 2. We need a common denominator. I'm going to pick 2, so multiply this by 2 to get negative 2 over 2 plus 3 over 2. Negative 2 plus 3 is 1, so 1 over 2. So my b is 1/2, so then your final equation, y equals 1/2 x plus 1/2. Number 7, plug in our y, plug in our slope, plug in our x, don't know b, so 1 equals 0 plus b, subtract 0 to get b equals 1. So since there is no slope, you could put 0x plus 1. You could also put just y equals 1. So either of these are fine. Okay, the next two questions, we are putting it in point slope form. So point slope is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. You do not have to memorize this. If you need it for the test, I will give it to you on the test. You just have to memorize that you plug in your y value here, your slope here, and your x value here. So y minus 4 equals your slope times x minus your x value. And then we can't simplify this at all. I don't have any double negatives, and I still want it to be in this form, so this is your answer. Number 9, so y minus a negative 1 equals your slope times x minus your negative 2. Here, I don't like double negatives, so it becomes y plus 1 equals negative 3 times x plus 2. So this is the answer I'm looking for. If you leave it like this, that's still technically correct. I just don't like it. So I wouldn't count off. It's just the answer that I boxed in is better. 10 and 11, we want our equation to be in standard form. So remember that some number times x plus some number times b equals some number with no fractions, and the number in front of your x cannot be negative. So we're going to start simplifying this. Do the distributive property. I'm going to add 5 to both sides. To y equals negative 2x plus 11. I need to move my 2x over since I want it in standard form. So we get 2x plus y equals 11, which is my answer. So I have all my variables on one side. I don't have any fractions, and the number in front of my x is positive. So all is good. Number 11, y plus 4 equals 2/3 x minus 2/3 times negative 3 is negative 2. If you need to work that out, it's 2 over 3 times 3 over 1, which is 6 over 3, which is 2. Okay, subtract 4 from both sides to get y equals 2/3 x minus 6. In this step, you also could have went ahead and moved the 2/3 x over, or you also could have multiplied everything by 3 already to get rid of the fraction. So it's up to you kind of where you want to go on that first step. I'm going to subtract the 2/3 over. Again, here, if you wanted, you can multiply by 3 to get rid of the fraction. So negative 2/3 x plus y equals negative 6. I'm going to get rid of the fraction now, so multiply everything by 3. So that cancels. So we get negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 18. I can't have a negative in front of my x, so just change all of your signs. So this is the answer I'm looking for. Number 12, we want each equation in slope-intercept, so we just need to simplify a little bit. So we get 4x plus 12 on the right, add 3 to both sides to get y equals 4x plus 15. Okay, 13y plus 1 equals 1/2 x. 1/2 times negative 8 is negative 4. Again, if you need to work that out, it's just 1/2 times 8 over 1, which is 8 over 2, which is 4. Subtract 1 from both sides. Y equals 1/2 x minus 5. Okay, moving on to the last page. Number 14 and 15, we're putting in slope-intercept form for lines that are parallel. So I know I need my slope to be negative 2 because it needs to be the same. So plug in your numbers. Negative 3 equals negative 2 times 0 plus b. Negative 3 equals 0 plus b. So b equals negative 3. So your final equation, y equals negative 2x minus 3. Number 15, we need our slope to be the same, so negative 1/3. We get negative 4 equals negative 1/3 times 3 plus b. Negative 1/3 times 3 is negative 1. Add 1 to both sides to get b equals negative 3. So your equation is y equals negative 1/3 x minus 3. 16 and 17, we're looking for perpendicular. So remember, that's the complete opposite slope. So first we need to figure out what is the slope of this line. So add 4x to both sides because we want it in slope-intercept form. 5y equals 4x minus 6. Divide everything by 5 to get y equals 4/5 x minus 6/5. So the slope was 4/5, so my new slope is negative 5/4. So we get negative 5 equals negative 5/4 times negative 4 plus b. Negative 5 equals negative 5/4 times negative 4 is a positive 5 because a negative times a negative is a positive. Subtract 5 from both sides to get b equals negative 10. So your final equation, y equals negative 5/4 x minus 10. 17, figure out what is the slope of this line, so add x to both sides. To get negative 2y equals x, divide by negative 2. To get y equals negative 1/2 x. So your new slope is going to be a positive 2. So plug those in. Negative 4 equals 2 times negative 1 plus b. Negative 4 equals negative 2 plus b. Add 2 to both sides to get b equals negative 2. So your final equation, y equals 2x minus 2. Last one, we want to see if, this is 1/2. Okay, we want to see if these are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So I know that the slope for this first one is negative 6. So I just need to figure out what's the slope for this second equation. So I'm going to subtract the 3x over to get 1/2 y equals negative 3x minus 3. I need to get rid of this fraction, so I'm going to multiply everything by 2. So we get y equals negative 6x minus 6. So I compare my slopes. My slope for this line was also negative 6. Since they are the same, they're going to be parallel. Okay. If you have any questions about these, I know I was going kind of fast with some of them, please let me know.